Good day, legends. Chris here, and today we're diving into something that trips up so many of us on our fitness journey, figuring out exactly how much food we actually need. Trying to lose fat, build muscle, or just eat healthy, but not sure how much you should actually be eating. It can feel like a maze, can it? One minute you're told to eat less, the next you're worried you're not eating enough to fuel your workouts or build that lean muscle. It's a common hurdle, but one we can definitely clear together with a bit of know-how. Well, say goodbye to guesswork. Forget those confusing diets and restrictive rules that just leave you feeling hungry and frustrated. We're going to cut through the noise and give you a straightforward, no-nonsense approach. In this video from Tyro Fitness, we'll break down exactly how to figure out how much you should eat based on your goals, your unique body type, and your lifestyle, using simple, science-backed methods anyone can do. No more spinning your wheels, just clear, actionable steps to get you where you want to be. We're all about empowering you with the right tools and knowledge so you can take control of your nutrition and, ultimately, your results. Think of this as your personal roadmap to understanding your body's fuel requirements. By the end of this, you'll have a solid plan tailored to you, so you can eat with confidence and finally see the progress you've been working so hard for. Ready to get started? Let's do this. Alright, let's get straight into it. You've probably heard it a million times, just eat less or focus on portion control. And look, there's some truth to that. Controlling portions is a good start, no doubt. But if you're serious about making real lasting changes, whether that's shedding body fat, packing on some quality muscle, or just feeling your absolute best, simply eating less or vaguely eating healthy isn't a concrete plan. It's like trying to navigate a new city without a map. You might stumble upon some cool spots, but you're unlikely to reach your specific destination efficiently. We need a bit more precision than that, a strategy that works for. The thing is, your body is an incredible machine, and it has very specific energy needs. Food is fuel, plain and simple. But just like a high-performance car needs the right type and amount of fuel, so does your body. If you're not giving it what it needs, it won't perform optimally. Eating too little, for instance, might seem like a quick fix for weight loss, but it can backfire spectacularly. You risk losing precious muscle mass, which is metabolically active tissue, meaning it helps you burn calories even at rest. Plus, your metabolism can slow down as your body tries to conserve energy, making further fat loss even harder. On the flip side, even if you're filling your plate with healthy foods, think avocados, nuts, whole grains, lean proteins, it's still possible to overdo it if you're not mindful of the total quantity. Okay team, now for the foundational step, figuring out your total daily energy expenditure, or TDE. This might sound a bit technical, but stick with me. It's simpler than it sounds and absolutely crucial. Your TDE is essentially the total number of calories your body burns in a 24-hour period. This isn't just the calories you burn during your workout, it includes everything. The energy used for basic bodily functions like breathing and digestion, that's your basal metabolic rate. The energy used for your daily activities like walking or working, and yes, the energy burned during exercise. Think of your TDE as your body's daily energy budget. If you eat more calories than your TDE, you'll likely gain weight. If you eat fewer, you'll likely lose weight. And if you eat around your TDE, you'll maintain your current weight. Understanding this number is the cornerstone of building an effective nutrition plan that's tailored specifically to you and your goals. It takes the guesswork out of the equation and gives you a solid starting point. So, how do we find this magic number? We use a simple, science-backed formula. First up, we need to calculate your basal metabolic rate, or BMR. This is the number of calories your body burns at complete rest, just to keep your vital organs functioning, your heart beating, lungs breathing, brain ticking over. Right, so you've done the hard yards and calculated your TDE. Pat yourself on the back, that's a massive step forward. Now you know your maintenance calories, the amount of energy your body needs to stay as it is. But most of us aren't just looking to stay the same, are we? We've got goals. Maybe you're aiming to build some serious muscle, or perhaps you're looking to shed a bit of body fat and get leaner, or maybe you're happy with your current physique and just want to maintain it with optimal health. Whatever your aim, your TDE is the key to unlocking it. Now that you know your TDE, here's how to tweak it to align with what you want to achieve. It's all about creating the right energy balance. If you want to change your body composition, you need to either provide it with a surplus of energy, for muscle growth, or create a deficit, for fat loss. It's a fundamental principle of thermodynamics, but we can apply it in a smart, sustainable way. No need for extreme measures here. Small, consistent adjustments are far more effective and healthier in the long run. Let's talk about building muscle. To build muscle, your body needs extra energy and resources, primarily protein, to repair and grow new muscle tissue. This means you need to be in a caloric surplus. A good, sustainable target is to eat an additional 250 to 500 calories over your TDE each day. This provides enough fuel for growth without encouraging excessive fat gain. Chapter 4, don't just count calories, count macros. So we've nailed down our calorie targets based on TDE and our specific goals. That's a huge win. But hold on, it's not just about the number of calories you consume. The source of those calories, meaning the macronutrients, protein, carbohydrates, and fats, plays an equally vital role in how you look, feel, and perform. Think of it like this. 100 calories from a sugary drink will have a very different effect on your body than 100 calories from chicken breast. Both are 100 calories, but their nutritional impact and how your body uses them are worlds apart. Calories matter, but so do macros, protein, carbs, and fats. Each of these macronutrients has unique functions in the body. Protein is essential for building and repairing tissues, including muscle. Carbohydrates are your body's primary and preferred source of energy, especially for your brain and during high-intensity exercise. Fats are crucial for hormone production, vitamin absorption, and overall cell function. Getting the right balance of these macros within your calorie target is what truly optimizes your nutrition for your goals. Let's break down a simple guide for setting your macros. First up, protein. Protein is arguably the most important macro when it comes to changing your body composition, especially if you're active. We recommend aiming for 1.6 to 2.2 grams of protein per kilogram of your body weight per day. Chapter 5. What that looks like in real food. Okay, we've talked numbers, TDE, calorie adjustments, macro targets, it's all good, solid science. But let's be honest, we don't eat numbers, do we? We eat food. So, the big question is, how do all these calculations translate into actual meals on your plate? This is where the theory meets reality, and it's often where people can get a bit stuck. It's one thing to know you need, say, 150 grams of protein, but what does that actually look like in terms of chicken breasts, eggs, or lentils? Let's turn those numbers into actual food. The goal here isn't to give you a rigid, boring meal plan that you have to follow to the letter. Instead, it's about showing you examples of how you can structure your day and choose foods to meet those calorie and macro targets effectively, while still enjoying what you eat. Variety is key, not just for nutrients, but also for keeping things interesting so you can stick to your plan long term. We want this to be sustainable, enjoyable, and practical for your lifestyle. Here's what a balanced day might look like, aiming for around 2,400 calories with a good macro split. This is just an example, of course, and you can swap foods in and out based on your preferences and what you have available. Breakfast. Let's start the day strong. How about 3 whole eggs scrambled, or as an omelet, giving you quality protein and healthy fats. Pair that with a bowl of oats, say half a cup dry, cooked with water or milk, and topped with a handful of blueberries for carbs, fiber, and antioxidants. This sets you up with sustained energy for the morning. Right, so you've got your calorie and macro targets, and you've got an idea of what that looks like in real food. You're putting in the effort, eating well, and training hard. Fantastic. But here's a crucial piece of advice that often gets overlooked. Even the most perfectly calculated plan needs to be monitored and, potentially, adjusted over time. Your body isn't a static machine, it's a dynamic, adapting organism. What works for you today might need a little tweak in a few weeks or months. Here's the truth. Even the perfect plan needs adjustment. Why? Because as your body changes, as you lose fat or gain muscle, your energy needs will also change. Your TDE isn't set in stone for life. If you lose a significant amount of weight, your BMR will likely decrease because you have less body mass to maintain. Conversely, if you build a good amount of muscle, your BMR might increase slightly. This is why ongoing tracking and adjustment are so important for long-term success. So, how do you track progress effectively? It's not just about hopping on the scale every morning. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Calculating TDE, setting macros, planning meals, tracking progress, it sounds like a lot of work. And yes, it does take some initial effort and commitment, but like anything worthwhile, the more you practice, the easier it becomes. And thankfully, we live in an age where there are some absolutely brilliant tools available that can simplify this whole process and make your life a heck of a lot easier. These tools aren't about creating obsession, they're about fostering awareness and providing support. First up, let's talk about apps. There are some fantastic nutrition tracking apps out there like MyFitnessPal, Chronometer, or Lose It. These apps have massive food databases allowing you to easily log what you eat by searching for foods or even scanning barcodes. They automatically calculate the calories and macronutrients for you, taking a huge amount of guesswork and manual calculation out of the equation. Many also allow you to set your calorie and macro targets so you can see at a glance how you're tracking throughout the day. They can be incredibly helpful, especially when you're starting out and learning about the nutritional content of different foods. Another indispensable tool, especially when you're aiming for accuracy, is a simple kitchen scale. Now, I'm not saying you need to weigh every single morsel of food for the rest of your life, but using a kitchen scale for a period, particularly when you're getting started or if your progress stalls, can be incredibly eye-opening. Alright team, we've covered a lot of ground today and hopefully you're feeling much more confident about tackling your nutrition. Now you know how much you should really eat. No more guesswork, no more confusion, just a clear, actionable path forward. We've walked through understanding why vague advice isn't enough, how to calculate your TDE, adjust it for your goals, the importance of macros, what that looks like in real food, and how to track and adapt. It's a comprehensive toolkit for taking control of your diet. Whether your goal is to lose fat and get lean, build serious muscle and strength, or simply maintain a healthy, energetic body and stay sharp, the principles are the same. Start with your TD as your foundation, then intelligently adjust your calories and choose the right macros to support your specific objective. And crucially, track what matters, not just the numbers, but how your body is responding, how you feel, and the progress you're making towards what you want to achieve. This empowers you to make informed decisions. Remember, this isn't about a quick fix or a restrictive diet that you'll ditch after a few weeks. It's about building a sustainable approach to nutrition that fuels your body, supports your training, and helps you feel your absolute best, day in and day out. It's a journey, and there will be learning curves along the way. But with these tools and this knowledge, you're incredibly well equipped to navigate it successfully. You've got this. Be patient with yourself, stay consistent, and celebrate the small wins. This knowledge is powerful, but only if you put it into action. So my challenge to you is to take what you've learned today and start applying it. Calculate your TDE, set your initial calorie and macro targets, and begin planning your meals with intention. Don't aim for perfection right away. Aim for consistent effort and gradual improvement. So there you have it, a complete guide to figuring out how much you should really be eating. It's not about magic pills or secret formulas, mate. It's about understanding your own body, setting clear goals, and then fueling yourself with good, wholesome food in the right amounts. Knowledge is power, and now you've got the power to take control of your nutrition like never before. No more confusion, just a clear path forward. Remember, this journey is yours. Whether you're aiming to build a bit of muscle, lean down, or just feel more energetic every day, the principles we've talked about today are your foundation. It's about making smart choices consistently, listening to your body, and not being afraid to adjust things as you go. Think of food as the ultimate fuel for living your best life, for powering through those tough workouts, and for feeling strong and capable in everything you do. Here at Tyro Fitness, we're all about giving you the tools to succeed, not just in the gym but in life. Eating well is a massive part of that. So take this info, apply it, and start seeing the difference it can make. Keep learning, keep pushing, and most importantly, enjoy the process. You've got this. We're here cheering you on every step of the way. Now go out there and fuel your greatness.